Today only I joined another startup. It's a Chinese-based remote startup. That's give the solo. That's give the founders a edge about yourself. You will face a moment, right? Like you will face a moment, like you will regret a lot. Like you haven't done. Suppose you
Yeah.
got an offer from Microsoft today to give an interview, and you don't know DS. Not a single thing that you went to the interview,
Yeah.
and they are asking and you are happy just like you don't know anything. Like don't regret at that moment. Otherwise.
So hello everyone. I met Arnab in one of the events in the DevFest Durgapur. Okay, I met him, and from there we talked, and he was asking about. He also built his product color picker. Am I telling the name right?
Yeah, people.
Pick palette. Yeah, pick palette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, from using this product, you can just use AI to select the color combination of your choice. That's it, right? And he has
Yeah.
also participated in many hackathons, and he's constantly building products. And recently, he also has been selected for the internship of Y Combinator funded startup Peakflo, and where he worked there. And he's currently in his third year right now, and
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, if I'm missing any gaps, you can reintroduce yourself, Arnab. And thanks for joining again.
Yeah. So, hey, hi everyone. Probably I'm audible, right?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, the description will be changed because today only I joined another startup. It's a
Oh,
Chinese-based remote startup. Okay. So I haven't announced it yet, but yeah, today I only joined, and yeah, except that I actually build. I love to build products. I just started it, not a pro at it, but yeah, just learning it how to build products and market it. Along with that, I love to participate in hackathons. Like some of the champs are your coordinators only, like Shorozi Suvinoy. But yeah, I also love to participate in hackathons. Recently, I also participate in Haprite Hackathon where I own the first prize and some of the great goodies as well. Yeah, that's it.
Huge congratulations on joining a
yeah.
new startup, especially a Chinese startup. Is it a AI startup or something?
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
simple. Yeah. Is it DeepSeek?
No, 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 not DeepSeek, but customer like not funded,
Yeah.
nothing, but totally customer generated
Hmm.
revenue.
Okay, got it. Huge congratulations. So, how important do you think product building is in terms of getting a job or internships?
Actually, like product building, if I say right, okay. So see, while giving for getting selected to any places, you need to show something, right? Like what is your credibility? So product building shows that you are already facing your customer. Product building in sense, I'm telling like you are marketing it, you are building it, you're sharing it, all of the things you are doing it in terms of like a solopreneur. Like you are not thinking in terms of code, but also in terms of distribution as well. It gives the founder, especially the startups founder, I don't know about the MNCs, but it gives the startup founder a clarity that yeah, you are going to be a great part of their organization, especially in terms of money, cause product building as a solopreneur or as an indie hacker or a, what I say, as a individual running everything on free of cost is a big challenge, right? Like it's totally a challenge. So that's give the that's give the founders a edge about yourself, like a credibility that yeah, you can be a great part.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that is correct. I think it definitely shows how skilled you are at finding situation and tackling various problems. Right now, I'm also building a product and facing how to host my services, how to host a database for free without cost. So I think that is a useful skill, especially in startups and also in other companies. The next question would be, what do you think? What is the good point to stop building a project? So you are building a project, so you get 100 or so users. What is the point when you stop working on that and be like, this is done, let's move on to something else?
Okay, here comes 2 points. First, when you are earning money from your SaaS product, means I'm taking it as a SaaS product only because like on building projects, it's like building an app or building a web app. I call it as a SaaS or the software as a service. When you are earning money, I don't think you will stop because you are getting money as the motivation, right? But when it comes to a side project, like for example, for two of my apps are not earning money because I haven't put any paywall or something like that. But yeah, it has a great number of users. I'm moving on from that because I'm a bit bored or I want to try something new. So yeah, it depends, right? Like how much you're gonna try and go to the current perspective, like emerge on the current platform only. You can like one of the Twitter can be a great place to know it. Like you can see different perspective of people who are building apps for free, making it open source, and still not earning money, but still upgrading it day by day. So yeah, it actually depends on the current mood only,
Yeah.
right? What I want.
Okay.
Yeah, I have seen people who are just hell-bent on one single idea, and they just keep doing it and doing it without doing it, other thing. Like, I think that is not a good strategy, and also not putting much effort is a bad strategy also. So we have to find a sweet spot. The next thing, what do you think is a good tech stack is today to get started, and build in top of?
Good tech stack. I think the most interesting tech stack will be JavaScript.
Yeah, there are a
Like,
lot of options. Yeah.
you will enjoy it. You will
Okay.
enjoy it. If you love development, you will enjoy building with JavaScript.
Okay. I have actually,
So
I have, yeah, I have
yeah, go ahead,
more
go ahead.
detailed question. Yeah, more detailed
Mhm.
question. So, if someone has zero knowledge about web development, someone is
Mhm.
in his first year or her first year, and he or she wants to start web development. So, if you are in his or her place, so what you would do at first in
Okay.
2025? That is.
Okay. So I guess I would follow the same strategy I followed before. I just picked
Hmm.
something, just did it by seeing the video what they are doing, haven't understand anything. Then I because now chat gpt is there. For example, I was learning about engineering today. Okay, so I was curious like how the things are working or not working. I was just frankly typing why it works, why it is necessary, what is it actually, and how it works, why, how, and what. I think these three gives
Yeah.
all the answer, and another one will be like what are the alternatives. I think these four will be necessary, and except that all the things will come on the go.
Yeah, I think in the web dev world, we have a lot of privilege, right? So we can just type anything and ChatGPT does the 90% or 50% work for us. And there are a lot of tools and lot of tutorials online. The AI people, the generative AI people, does not have this leverage, and they don't have this huge library of data to build on top of.
Yeah, yeah. One more thing I would suggest is that just get away from AI for some time, right? Not let the AI to do all of your coding. For example, all some of the people also suggest use cursor. You are a beginner, use cursor. I don't think that's a good choice because I myself actually suffers a lot because I don't remember any syntax. If I start any new
Yeah.
project, I have to remember everything. So yeah, like don't use AI like when you are learning something new.
Yeah, I think we have to focus on when we need to use cursor. Let's say I have a project due tomorrow and I need to ship it. Just keep grinding and open cursor, does not matter. But if you
Yeah.
are learning a new thing, like learning a new framework, just turn the copilot off and do the heavy lifting. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, another important question. Many juniors and many first year or second year students might be bent on to DSA or not to DSA. What do you think on that?
I do DSA. My answer will be do it. Because
Yeah,
you will face a moment, right? Like you will face a moment like you will regret a lot. Like you haven't done. Suppose
yeah,
you got an offer from Microsoft today to give an interview and you don't know DSA. Not a single thing that you went to the interview
Yeah.
and they are asking it and you are apping just like you don't know anything. Like don't regret at that moment otherwise.
Yeah, if
yeah,
you still get the opportunity to be interviewed at the big MNCs, Microsoft and Google, you will regret it at that time if you don't do DSI at this
yeah.
time, right?
Till
Yeah,
date,
yeah.
has it impacted you in any way doing DSA
No,
in interviews?
no,
Okay, got it.
no.
But you
I
are
actually
hoping it would, right?
yeah, hoping it. I'm giving you a practical example, right? Like current the job that I joined, like they didn't take my interview, no take
Hmm.
round, nothing else. They just saw my one of my projects. They messaged me and did just a few of the talks, and yeah, like joined today. Yesterday I was having a talk around 15 minutes. Today I got the offer letter done, and before this, like in the Peakflo also, like they just asked me based on my resume, like what I know. That's it. Done.
Yeah, I think nowadays the good companies who are they just don't need to see anything. They know you and
Mm-hmm.
know what you do and just select you.
Yeah.
In my last internship, I did not got interviewed with the major things or need to do anything. They just asked me a bunch of questions, some briefly system design questions, and they just selected me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that's a
think,
good point. That's
yeah,
a good point. Right?
I th
Like know your stuff. Just knowing this stuff will do the most of the job.
yeah.
So,
So yeah,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, Subina.
Okay, okay. So you are a lot active on Twitter. So uh, how do you think
Sorry.
Twitter affects you, and do you think it is good to follow the trends and follow the things on Twitter?
I got a suggestion from in a recent dev fest. Okay, right? Do you know about Spell Kit?
Yeah, it is a JavaScript framework for
Yeah,
building.
one of the contributor in a framework called it Spellkit DND, and
Hmm.
he was what I said, like he was one of the like founder in this UX kind of thing. Okay, this UX or denote something, I forgot the name. I used to follow him a lot. Like I followed his advice and I got result. Okay, I was having a chat with him around 30 to 45 minutes. The only suggestion I got is that follow Twitter for getting the trends, not for choosing the tech stack or tech.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like
think that is a good suggestion. Yeah, but for especially Web3 people, Twitter is the tool for them. Like Twitter is the LinkedIn for them. They don't have anything else. So yeah, it
I
really depends on what you do.
I
Okay,
actually got my users for my projects, Peak Palette and
True,
what
true,
I say, Peak Palette and feedback
true.
stuff, totally from Twitter and LinkedIn. Like
Yeah,
I just doom comment them. Like I just wrote it just for my promotion, but here is my project. Check it out. Done.
yeah. I
okay.
think
So
yeah, it is good.
Twitter is best for promoting the products, viewing the trends,
Yeah,
but not for choosing the tech stack or something.
yeah, yeah. Not choosing the
Yeah,
tech
yeah,
stack.
You can
Don't
choose
go
the
from that.
Twitter. I think we have to research first, then choose the tech stack. But we can
Half of the
use help
people,
from.
half of the people just go on with Next.js coming from the suggestions from ChatGPT. You will see
Yeah,
like half of the people.
yeah. Yeah, they don't
okay,
know what to use, right? They just do the popular thing.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Someone raised
Uh,
their
s-
hand, I guess.
yeah.
I have a
Priyangshu
question.
has.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
sure. Go
Ask.
ahead.
As a beginner, how should we start web designing or development? Like as a
Designing
beginner,
or
I don't know
development.
anything about.
Okay, so
I think we have to learn.
one question from my side. Like, are you going with design or development?
I have heard that if we have to do development, we have to learn a little bit about designing.
Not entirely to, I would say, cause see, like okay, so I gave some time to design as well, like in the beginning, like during my first year and before my first year, like so it's not necessary. Like if you are going with the logical side of things, yeah, design also require logic, because design requires a lot of logic if you see, right? But if you go on the flow of this stuff, like for the building stuff and for shipping stuff, I don't think you need design anymore, because yeah, you need design, but for building and shipping stuff, design will not be a bottleneck. That's for sure.
Another question. Sometimes when I don't know about a tag, if I search on YouTube or suppose I am following a course on YouTube, I the tag which I am searching is not there. So how should I know about that tag?
Okay. I am giving you like the suggestion that I follow. My voice is audible, right? Because it's showing poor network quality.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Go to ChatGPT, use their web search feature, or go to Perplexity and search the tag. You will got the AI result on top of that searching result.
Okay, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can try
So
that
Arnab,
out.
yeah, yeah. So Arnab, I have a question. So how do you got the idea of building a product pick palette?
Yeah, it was okay. So it was a bit weird, like really, like it was a summer afternoon project. Like I was just totally hassled from my college and I was just hating it. Okay, so I thought of, let's pull out something, like I wanna build something. Let's see. Like then I came to know about colors, that again that made my mood more worse. Like I was like, if I'm going to build project, why I need to choose colors? Like I need something cool. Like, and the cooler side, or the color hunt side, like was become monotonous in terms of colors. Like एक ही color बस आता ही जाता है. So I need something cool. So I started building with it. And then all of you know Harkira Singh, right? Like one of the
Yeah,
YouTuber.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw one of his video. Like he told that like one of the YC startup is trying to build something similar, right? A dashboard connecting to color palette to your websites and all that stuff. So yeah, I just reciprocated on my idea, and I then came to know about why not build a color palette. Just upgrade itself or scrape the colors from the top sides from the product hunt. Then I came to know about it, and the challenge was, and it was challenge, right? Like running it on a free, like it's running from 1 year continuously for free, collecting 18 colors every day, 18 color palettes from the top palettes from the top products of the product hunt. So yeah, it was a bit challenging as well. So yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. So coming to the next question. So if someone beginner has built some beginner friendly projects like tic tac toe or some to do list and even the e-commerce, okay, full stack. So how will you approach next of building innovative and more out of the box the products that will stand out even in the resume, and if he or she build a product out of this will also stand out. So how will you approach things from then?
Okay, so I'm giving you a suggestion here. Like I know it will be a bit weird suggestion, but yeah, like let's take my suggestion. It will help you a lot. Load test your project. Okay, run it for 1,000 users per second and try to optimize your e-commerce project. You will learn a lot from the other projects. Try to run it at Google scale. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
opening my jacket. It's too hot here.
I
Just
mean,
a minute.
okay. So DevOps come into the picture, right?
DevOps, like I am telling you, right? Like recently in my feedback so
Hmm.
project, I was sipping the analytics stuff. My challenge was that to run it in a zero point 0.1 core CPU, not one core, zero point 0.1 core on render for free.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
okay.
load tested it. Like when you are going to run it at 1,000 users per second, na, your local host will also crash. It's Google scale. Now you see you are querying your database, you are pushing it, you are updating it. How you gonna do it? That will be the
Hmm.
biggest challenge. Like do it, you will be the best. I'm telling you, if you do it, if you can optimize it for 1,000 users per second, you are a Google equivalent engineer.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah, so I would
So
like to ask,
tell me.
uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
am I, yeah. So I'd like to ask, how do you choose your project? So some projects are low level projects, right? So some deep tech or something like that, building your own gate, building your own TCP parcel, and some projects are a web app essentially. So a web app that solves some problem. So how do you choose what to do?
I actually learned it recently, like how to manage my projects. I just like if I talk about myself, I just used to pick which actually is disturbing me a lot. Disturbing means which I can automate. For example, I'm giving you an example. For example, I recently launched a Python package as well. I'm calling it GitHub MQ. So what it does is that like it turns your GitHub into a Rabbit MQ type thing. Like it's turn like your total hosting of queue type thing or asynchronous processing is now totally free. Cause and GitHub server you all know it's totally fault
Hmm.
tolerant. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I was facing problem with queues. I made my own system and Python package for doing it. And it's too much fast. Like it will be fast more than any kind of provider like a normal people can host. And other than that, like I would say like you can take ideas from videos. Like online
Yeah.
videos can be a good way. Or chat GPT is
So
also there, right?
hmm, yeah.
Yeah,
So
solving the problem is a
some
main
hmm,
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
solving
yeah.
the
like what
problem is the
problem
main
is.
thing.
But one thing, like if you wanna make it stand out among the crowd or in the form of interviewer also, make it something that you can talk about a lot. For example, I'm telling peak palette was something that the like my CTO told in the peak flow, like we talked about 1 hour regarding my project only, like how I am hosting it, how I am doing it for totally free, what are the challenges I'm facing, why this project, why not, and I was just telling it continuously. So you will be able to talk and promote your project if you build it and if you know it from scratch, or you can take inspiration from other side. Or for example, I'm also telling this. All if you guys know about testimonials.2, it's a feedback reviewing site actually. You can search about it. I didn't like their UI. Okay, I didn't like their UI and flow. That's why I built my own app. And building your own app is fairly easy now for all that AI tools and all.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My next
Yeah.
question is, have you ever faced imposter syndrome? You have worked in a
Oh,
Y Combinator startup, so people
every
are
third day of
smart.
the week. Every third day of
So,
the week I face it.
how do you tackle it? So, I think it is a problem of many.
It's a good thing, isn't it? You don't know
Yeah, yeah,
anything. You don't know
yeah.
anything and you want to upgrade yourself. Like, it's a good thing. It's a
So
good
you
thing, I believe.
use it as a motivation, right? Motivational tool.
No, not motivation, I can say. Like, I'm telling you, like, recently that happened, right? I'm telling you. I'm giving you an example. Okay. So, let's talk about what I said, right? Huh. You can, if you go to Twitter, if you live on Twitter, like I just scroll Twitter randomly in my free moments. Okay. Like, I just scroll it. Many people are earning a lot. If you see a
Yeah,
lot. Yeah, by working in the US startup, if you go out of SA, you can earn a lot. Okay. So that can also give you a time of imposter syndrome that you are also doing. They are also doing. You
yeah,
are putting the same word. They are also putting the same word. But why you aren't getting? So it will get
yeah,
automatically cancelled like by doing stuff. Another way of doing stuff can be like that. Recently, I got. I told. I actually starting of the event. I told Saurabh that maybe my TNP cell can dog me as I missed one exam. So what I did is that like to cut out that tension, I just randomly worked on my project for 3 days continuously. I just jam my head with the thought that I want to do. It actually helps. It's gonna
yeah.
crush your body, but it's gonna help you a lot.
Okay, you took
Yeah,
the fear and turned it into the motivation.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think that is a good approach, right? So just
And
keep doing things, and the
yeah,
things will
just
fall
do
into
things.
place. Yeah,
Just do things. Like that's why I told her, right? If you have your own project idea, it's gonna help you a lot. You know what to
yeah,
do next.
yeah, yeah. Shuridi was asking some questions. Sorry, go ahead.
I was, yeah, yeah. Actually, Priyangshu has raised his hand. So, Priyangshu, you can ask questions.
My next question will be, as a beginner, how did you started your web development process? I mean the roadmap or the
Roadmap, I
resources
don't
from
know.
you, or
I
the
hate
resources
web
from me.
development. I hated web development actually. I just ran a Flask server in I and I thought that I don't have to write HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I ran up a Flask server without knowing what backend and HTTP servers are. Then I encountered Gate and Post. I remember that thing. I encountered Gate and Post. Why I'm using Gate and Post? What is header? Why I need to send this? Why I need to send that? Why I need to use an ORM? So all the things will come into place. Just go on doing
Yeah,
things. It will get on place. I promise it.
Okay.
It will get on place.
I guess building a
so
basic to-do app using Flask server will definitely help running
Mhm.
down the hill and exploring
Yeah.
what
yeah,
are the things, are the
I
building
built
blocks of it.
I built I built 5 to-do apps with Flask only.
That's a great way to learn.
yeah. You won't learn anything unless you encounter Coursera in
Yeah,
web
yeah, yeah,
development.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was another thing. That was another issue. But I just remember it. Why it is
I
happening.
still don't understand chords. I don't know why it happens. The server is open, it still encounter chords error. Yeah, it is a
Happens.
Yeah, even I am in I'm learning about AI. Okay, not much into the web development. Still, I have faced course error when I was exploring web dev.
It's
uh,
dangerous.
Yeah,
Just
very
don't
nice.
lose hope. Just go on doing the things. It will happen.
yeah,
So,
Another question: from where we should start learning web development? From where?
Chat GPT. Chat
yeah,
GPT. Just go on do Chat GPT. You will get it. Just open. I'm telling you that's the universal process. I'm telling, like, I'm extracting founders email, I'm extracting every information of a company, everything, like a startup or a topic, using the search of the Chat GPT, and it's free.
yeah,
Okay. Then after
yeah,
we search it, we can just learn it from there only.
You will get a source cause I told you to open search cause it's gonna give you YouTube result as well.
Okay.
And you
yeah,
will not see around 10 result instead of seeing 50 to 100. You have to choose around 10, and options can make you overwhelmed. So yeah, it's a good one.
Thank you.
yeah. ChatGPT
so
is a great tool. Yeah. So yesterday I was searching about HTTP headers to also tweeted about this. I was interested
Yeah, I
in
saw.
yeah, yeah. I was interested in verifying a request is coming from a browser, and I went into a rabbit hole. Now I know about how broader gateway protocol, so I can easy packets
Yeah,
work and everything,
yeah,
right? So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
ChatGPT can help you learn anything. It is
yeah. Is it
most
solved?
more
That
for
problem
yeah.
solved. That problem
No,
solved.
no, it is unsolvable as far as I know. Yeah, because as long as you are openly exposing your API, right, everyone can mimic anything. It is
Yeah,
not
that's why I told.
possible.
That's why I told that
Yeah,
use a edge server. It will sit in between. But you can host Hono also in Vercel, as per I know.
yeah, yeah. More secure version it would be. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I didn't tell you.
I told that you can host your Hono JS application on Vercel as well if you try.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm just learning Cloudflare. Let's just do it. Yeah. I host everything on Parcel. I'm learning Cloudflare. So,
How is Cloudflare? Like, how is it different from Vercel? Like, is it good?
I have not hosted yet. I think, as far as I know, it is similar. Like, and also it gives you much more bandwidth. There is no bandwidth limitation. There is only
Yeah,
a million requests per month or something like that.
yeah.
So it is,
It's huge. That I heard.
yeah,
It's in terms of money, it's great and
yeah,
also fast.
yeah. It is very fast because it caches everything in edge locations because Cloudflare has the backbone of the internet essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So Arnab,
Priyanshu has still raising hands. Any questions?
any questions, Priyanshu?
No,
I
no, I don't have
guess
Uh,
any
not.
questions. Sorry,
okay,
I
okay, sure.
didn't. I forgot.
Okay, no issues, no issues. So, Arnab, regarding, so let's talk about freelancing. I heard you have been indulged in freelancing since were 17 years old. You have told me
Yeah.
when
Around
you,
15.
yes,
Around 15.
around
From 15
15.
to 17. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So tell us your experience of the first freelancing client and how did you get it?
It can be thought of like what I say. Like it happened out of the box. Actually, I just went to freelancer.com. A person was asking for a Python developer who can automate his sheets, Excel sheets, like all of the grouping and all. And I knew this stuff around that time, and I forgot everything currently. But at that time, I used to know these stuffs. I just applied. He contacted me and done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two to freelance project at that time. And very cheaply, I did around 720 rupees. For I actually my
Yeah.
motivation was to buy a keyboard and a mouse and a table. My motivation success. I stopped freelancing. And again
Uh,
again before coming to college, I did it once for building a startup in freelancing. So like one of my local what I say one of the local person contacted me for building a startup for their medical platform. So I did work there for 6 months. So yeah, that was another good experience. Actually, I will say that was a life changing experience in my opinion, because I learned a lot. And actually they paid all the AWS bills that I did at that time. Around
Yeah.
30,000
right.
build came. Around 30,000 build came. They just stopped the startup next day.
Stop the startup next time.
Yeah.
That's actually very
If you
sad to
were to
hear.
build the same tech stack again, would you do it differently? I think you won't use AWS again, right?
Yeah, I currently using it. Like I'm now more like I contacted them again. Like what I should do that 30,000 build should not come to me. I want to use it for free for the next 1 year.
Yeah.
And they told me
I
everything.
yeah. You can
Okay.
apply for I think the startups or something
I
Credits,
startup.
don't believe
the
in it.
AWS.
Yeah.
What?
I don't believe
Uh,
in AWS, frankly speaking. I don't believe in them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
It
can
is
charge anything.
sometimes the bill can go oof, right? In Parcel, the problem is not there. If you run out of credits, your account gets stopped. So
Yeah, that's a
no
good thing.
risks there, right?
That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Things can get messy over at AWS because recently what happened is I closed the account because many services were running. So I couldn't figure out what to close. I eventually closed the account to close all the services. Okay. Yeah. Because I was running all the services in the AWS credits they provided, which I applied for the startup. Okay, so a imaginary startup that hasn't built it, I applied and they gave us $1,000. Okay, and with the thousand
Yeah.
dollars, we built everything over at SIH. Okay, Smart India Hackathon. We used all the credits, and when the credits were running low, I eventually stopped the account because we couldn't figure out what to close and what to not close. We were trying to close everything, but if something remains, then we will get the bill. So we closed the account. Still, after 1 month, I received a bill of 1,000 rupees. I don't know why.
One thing I would say, like I recently
Yeah.
figured out, if anyone wanna learn AWS, you don't have to know AWS, means you don't have to own an account. Okay, you can use some local emulation tool like localhost, like sorry,
Okay,
local
okay,
stack.
okay.
You can
Okay,
run
okay. So,
EC2, you can run S3 buckets, all that stuff locally, and you can then
okay, okay.
deploy it.
Local
Like
stack,
it's like
right?
yeah, yeah, like Sina, like if we wanna test in the production environment, it would definitely give us will, right? Like that's why we have tools like local stack. And you can use Amazon
Right.
CDKs to delete it and means delete it and up down it pretty easily, like just one click, just one command, everything destroyed, one command, it all things are up.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I
I'll
think there
definitely.
are definitely three options, right? For EC2, you can just emulate it on Docker. But for the Lambda function, you can use
Yeah,
things like, as you mentioned,
local stack give you everything for free. Local stack
yeah,
everything, it gives everything for, and it's compatible with
Yeah.
Azure, Google, GCP, AWS, everything.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, testing
then
the
I will
Lambda
use,
function is
yeah.
also a quite difficult task.
Yeah, but they
Okay,
still give you
for
the demo.
machine learning,
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
tell.
yeah, for machine learning projects, I need AWS. So I will use a local stack to test my machine learning
You,
models over.
you will not get that SageMaker for free. That's for sure.
Okay, not.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
for sure.
right. Then.
A SageMaker has GPUs or something. I don't know about SageMaker.
Hmm.
Yeah,
SageMaker,
probably
They
something.
just
GPUs are involved.
okay.
Actually, I haven't used it, SageMaker, but what I have heard, they provide you with GPUs and some custom model which you can fine tune over your data set, and that's the basic level understanding of SageMaker to me.
One of my friend actually fine-tuned a model few weeks ago, and he literally told me he just kept his laptop on for 1.5 days for the training of the model for the llama. Actually,
Yeah.
find out llama, and
Okay, Lama,
yeah,
he was
I
like
found tuning.
I think it is the lowest tier model. I think the full model would be impossible to
no,
train. Maybe
around seven. I guess the medium
seven
one, like
7
billion,
billion.
it's not
7 billion
7 billion.
parameter.
Before that, 5 billion. Yeah, 5 billion.
5 billion. Yeah. The real one is 100 billion or something, right?
Yeah, that would be a different level to train.
Okay. So coming to the next question. So you are in your college. So regarding, so you joined the startup in your around your locality, and you learned a lot. Okay. So someone in his, again the same question. So again, if someone is in his or her first year, so how will he approach getting his or her first internship or his first freelancing client? What advice you will give him or her?
I think okay. I think this time I will not. I'm not the suitable person to correctly answer this because I myself few days ago were just what I say mind-bogglingly searching for internship. I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm not the correct person to answer this currently. How to find it with full surety.
Yeah, the market is quite bad right now, right? So if you apply through the traditional means, I can guarantee you are not getting the internship, right?
No, you are not.
Unless you are
You are
the
not going to get this.
yeah, unless you are
You
early applicants.
yeah. Dodo payments. What that their founder came in, right?
Yeah,
In this
Yeah.
podcast, like
Yeah.
that's another good that actually three incident happened.
hmm,
On that Dodo payments, they released an internship, and we all know how payments is crucial in Dodo payments, right? Like this
yeah,
is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
tried
Yeah.
it. I didn't get any response. I constantly pinged one of his employee. They told me that they closed the position, and it is
okay,
open for 1 month. And that people actually forget it. They told that like my profile is good. They like my profile, but I couldn't be currently get hired because it's already filled.
yeah,
Okay. They
And
forgot to
okay,
close the position.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, like a lot of stuff happens, right? Like, and thank God I don't know how how my current founder saw my profile and give me saw my tweet and messaged me. Otherwise, I was pretty hopeless.
yeah.
Okay.
Same for me
It
right now.
was.
I'm just hanging on by a thread.
Just have
Yeah.
hope, dude. Just have, dude.
Yeah,
Just have hope.
I think
Have
it
one
is
suggestion.
important to use your network at this time. I think the networking is the most important thing. So
I
if
used my
anyone,
network.
yeah,
I used my
still,
network till this.
yeah,
Like, see, na, like
yeah,
some of the YC founders follow me. Okay, like some of the YC
hmm,
founders and some of the great founders also follows me on Twitter and LinkedIn. I DM them. They seen my message and they didn't reply. See,
yeah,
as an intern, you will never get into a company where there are only 2 to 3 members.
yeah,
Interns are
obviously,
mainly required when they are in the middle stage and they are earned a lot. On the early stage, getting as an intern is pretty hard. That I understood.
Yeah. So yeah, I was on a call with a AI company and they just mentioned you are too junior right now. We can hire you. Yeah. So yeah,
Happens.
I think
Yes.
yeah, it's just keep building stuff, just keep upskilling yourself, and it would be there. I think that is
That
the most
that's why I
important thing.
told keep doing on
Yeah.
DSA. Okay, like that's I understood. Like anytime anything can happen, and if it's all about DSA, we'll lose another chance.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
As the Bhagavad
college
Gita said,
placements.
just keep doing things, don't hope for.
I'm
Yeah,
Just
pretty
keep
much
doing
exactly.
things,
hopeless
don't
about the
hope for
college
any
placement,
results. Yeah.
and
Yeah, no.
pretty much I'm hopeless about my college placement. I don't know. A lot of things are happening between me and my college, as I told. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people have it pretty hard in their college. I think IM is also quite strict about this, and
Not
they don't
attendance.
allow anything here.
Not attendance.
Not about
Like
attendance, then.
not about attendance in this means okay, I'm telling you the incident. Sorry if anyone from ACE
Yeah.
is present, but yeah, our college just after our exam conducted a session like our TNP. Why placement is important. I didn't attend it. My sir called. I called my sir. Sir told me that you are blocked from placement now. You haven't attended this session.
What?
Yeah,
That's actually
something similar
yeah.
happened to me. While we were in SIH, our college sent an email for registering for a TNP placement training, right? So I forgot to apply for it, and they are saying now it won't happen. I had to go to the HOD, get a written
Yeah,
signature, and then drop it to the TNP cell. Then I might be considered for the training. And without that training, you won't pass your exams right out. You would fail because the marks
damn,
is related to a subject. Yeah,
damn,
Yeah, they have
damn.
mailed
It's
us.
yeah,
Should
a
be.
yeah.
lot of things.
Life is sad, but you have to keep doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to keep doing the DSA. So what was the last DSA topic you touched?
I today I only touch. I used to do DSL from December. I actually touch DSL regularly. Bro. I used to do
Uh,
deeper. At some point you
uh,
will enjoy it. Okay. At some point you will enjoy
yeah,
it. Like
actually,
one.
actually, yeah, I can relate to that because at dev.com, okay, we have a subgroup of dev.com DSA, and over there we are hosting regular meetings and solving at least one lead code problems there from 11 p.m. it starts. It's actually awesome
Nice,
to
nice.
solve in group. Regularly we do
Like
one DSA.
see now, like if you do DSA, like I believe, like
Uh,
if you ask anyone, DSA is the easiest way to get a job. The pretty
Yeah,
easiest and sure certain way. Solve 2 to 3 DSA problems in front of the interviewer. In pretty much optimized way or not optimized way, they will give you the chance. Done.
yeah. You will get something, at least something. You
yeah,
Yeah.
won't be, yeah,
DSA is like the safe spot,
Yeah.
yeah.
right? And what about aptitude? Are you practicing that?
That's another issue. I in my home I just told that I can't do aptitude. I will not be that's 4 years what I am doing if I have to do the aptitude at the end.
Yeah. I think aptitude is only required in TCS or some who do mass hiring,
Accenture.
right? Yeah, who do mass hiring. So if you're targeting that, it is okay. But I think without
Actually,
that,
my
it's not.
target is startups. Like I want to work with the
Yeah.
startups, like
Yeah,
that
with
customer
startups,
facing startups.
I think there is no
No, they
DSA
don't.
required at all.
Yeah, they
But
don't
it is still
require
Required like
useful
DSA.
to know.
it's required in the sense like some of the great startups like Zomato or Cred, they
Yeah,
highly ask DSA.
yeah, yeah, they do.
One of the great startups, right? They ask DSA. Okay, so Binoy, you can ask questions.
I'm running out of questions. Let's see what to ask.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, so
I
tell
did
me about
actually.
the experience. Okay, tell me about the experience in Apprite over the Apprite hackathon.
Yeah.
It gave me the timeline to build the product I want.
Oh, they
That was
didn't
a
give
pretty
you.
cool. Yeah, like see na, like
Yeah.
you get a
So,
timeline.
which of your products you made in app, right?
Feedback so.
Okay.
Feedback.
So it is. You are also pursuing it right now as well, right?
Yeah, I've closed it. I'm not going to push any more
Okay.
features. I'm bored.
Yeah. At some point, you get bored, right?
Currently, I don't know. I want to build a game, movement kind of game like Among Us, multiplayer kind of thing. many people are playing in
Yeah,
the same.
web-based game, right? Something
Yeah,
web-based.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
a
think
tutorial will also work. Maybe a YouTube tutorial will also work for me, but I want to build.
yeah, it is a pretty.
Yes.
I have not. I have seen people with some 2D games. I think it looks pretty good, and you get a lot of logic while building it because game development is purely logic and some level DSA, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I don't
Yes.
means the main curiosity is about sockets. I don't know like why I
Yeah,
like sockets a lot. Like I want to optimize it. I want to optimize, hyper optimize it. Like cause I heard a lot, but didn't get a chance. Cause games can give me a
yeah.
chance to
Yeah,
optimize it.
you can also like build your own protocols for games, right? So maybe some, yeah,
Mhm.
because you are using some domain-specific language for games like up, down,
Yeah,
left, right. So yeah,
can be easy.
Yeah. Have you heard about the story of Eric Barron who built the Stardew Valley?
No,
You
no,
haven't
no.
heard them? No, no, no. He actually, after his graduation, okay, he actually dropped and started a side project of Stardew Valley. And then he realized that he wanted to continue pushing it further. And then he took 5 years off, okay, constantly learning about game dev. And he eventually started about various topics like pixel drawings and various related to actually Stardew Valley is a farming simulator game drawn out of pixel
Mhm.
graphics. Okay, and it has
Mhm.
lots of features and he built it in 5 years and for constantly 5 years he was pushing only one project and he was not working, he was working as a sweeper as a sweeper and in some movie company in the US, I guess.
That's
As
the dedication. That's the dedication.
yeah,
That
for
that
five
sort of
years and
dedication.
he inspires me actually that
yeah.
for
3D
5 years you
graphics
can.
is pretty damn hard, right? 3D graphics is
And
pretty damn hard.
pixel graphics is also hard, bro. Pixel graphics is
Yeah,
also
yeah.
hard.
No, at the old days, people used to manually define the 3D objects through code. Right now, we have tools like Blender. They did not have that. They used to have a super big computer and just put stuff manually with functions and
How they
equations. Yeah.
damn damn.
Yeah.
It's
Right now, we
nice.
have the privilege of using Blender and putting stuff there and there. They did not have that.
Life got
Nice.
easy actually in this age
Yeah.
with the AI, with AI and
It's
Yeah, I
lots
gonna
of
be
think
things
easier.
happening
Like
with
right now.
yeah, it should be. I think with AI, the upcoming generation would be focused on much more on game dev, right? Because you can create scenes within seconds, create
yeah,
whole
yeah.
levels without any
Yeah,
developer
game
secret.
dev.
I think yeah, game dev would see a lot of what do you say
And
innovations.
also in the VR world, yeah, scenes will
Yeah,
be
yeah,
created in
VR
one
is
second.
essentially gaming, right? I consider
Yeah,
VR and gaming. So yeah,
Gamified version of everything.
yeah.
yeah. Scenes will be generated in an instant using generative AI.
Yeah.
I was
That will be
seeing
great.
AI. I don't think if you saw it. So it just for now I am in the background, right? So it would
Mhm.
change your face and your background according to the era you select. So if you select medieval era, it would change your table to a medieval era table and on live on yeah. So it would change your table.
Nice.
It would change your clothes. I think it is pretty
Nice.
Yeah.
amazing.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I actually reviewed a recent project over at LinkedIn where the creator who actually was working at Meta, I guess he was the AI developer at Meta, and he was working on a project, a similar project. So after clicking, he was building an AR app, AR app, okay. And after viewing his face, he can use generative AI, okay, to write prompts like change my face to a skull like face, put mask in it, and so generative AI will automatically put skulls in his face, and it's great
Nice. Nice.
to
Nice.
integrate.
Nice.
Yeah, to integrate generative AI with AR.
Yeah, a lot of filters can be done. Like the Instagram selling point actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can just use your imagination to to build your own filters instead of
Yeah.
choosing custom filters which you might not get even.
And we can build it in local host as well. Like it can be easy.
yeah.
Like if someone knows a bit of tweaking, it can be done.
Yeah. Yes, not all models
Like,
are just that big, right? So you can run the simple models in your computer itself. There are no requirement for huge services, SageMaker, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, another question: how many hours do we code and sit in front of a
yeah,
computer a day?
yeah,
Yeah.
every day, every day. Do we exercise?
I haven't.
Bro, bro, personal क्यों हो रहे?
I guess
Okay, okay,
it was a
okay,
yeah.
okay. It's in my to-do list. Okay, it's in my to-do list exercise. And I never use to-do list, so you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I I coding in okay, it's a good question. I use my laptop and or my system is on pretty much for every time 24 hours, but I code like that when things required, like what else will you do when you are you are searching stuff, you are doing stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
like focused hour
Yeah.
is pretty less. Like I'm
Hmm.
distracted. I can say that.
Yeah, I think for even if you work at a company, right? So the real work is just 2 hours, right? 2 hours of focused work, and the rest of the
Yeah,
day is busy work, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
attending
yeah.
Yeah,
meetings and communicating with
yeah.
others,
Even if you
reviewing
work remotely,
things.
the same thing is there. You just work 2 hours and just with the rest of time.
So start the day with
Yeah,
stand up, ending the day with
stand-up
another thing.
meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my routine is kind of like bad right now. I sleep around 3, wake up
It's
around
a good
10.
problem. It's a good
Yeah.
problem to have. It's a good problem to around have.
Yeah, I have the night to myself, but I wake up around 8, do the morning routine, and I have stand up at 3. So I think it is just good having the stand up 3. If it is in the morning, I will be in trouble.
I used to have
Right.
my stand up at 9. So yeah, it was a bit of problem.
Yeah. Yeah, at night you don't have that much energy, especially after
No,
college.
no, no, not night. Morning
Okay,
9
okay, okay.
p.m.
Yeah, yeah, that is a problem. Yeah.
So, if anyone has any questions, kindly ask him regarding anything around hackathons, building products, or full stack. Folks ask questions. Masum, Poshali, Saheli, Bojuri,
In the
where are the
meantime,
questions?
do you believe in open sourcing your projects, and do you open source all of your projects? What do you think about that?
Yeah, my all projects are open source. Like, what will happen
Yeah,
if someone sees my code? Like,
yeah,
it's fine.
I think it
Yeah,
is
like,
not something proprietary.
yeah, I got advantage by the open source. Like, I'm telling it. Like,
Hmm,
if you know about Dub.sh and Formbix, I used
hmm,
to
hmm.
watch their code base a lot while building something. Like,
Yeah.
what I say, like, I saw their code base, how they are doing this stuff and not
Hmm,
this stuff. I understood their code base, and I'm now planning to contribute there as well. Like, cause it's become one of my
yeah.
favorite projects.
Yeah. I think open source community is pretty chill, and you can learn a lot from them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. In the free for people here, I think in the free time you can just open a random GitHub project and look in the code base. I think it would give a lot of insights how actually things are built.
Yeah, it's actually opportunity how production code base
Yeah,
actually. For example, like the production code base, like the people use, like commercial open source projects, like
yeah,
Formbix, Calcom, or what I say. Their Dub SH, if you get there, if you somehow contribute and get there, the payment is huge.
yeah.
Payment is huge, literally huge, because they are mostly in the US region. And if
Hmm.
you just need to
Uh,
contribute one or two features.
hmm. Yeah, some have sponsorships and also some stuff. I think, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people are pretty generous and yeah, even companies support you nowadays. If you build an amazing project like a package or something, Microsoft might drop you a $10,000 donation or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I guess Priyansu has a question. You can ask him. Priyansu?
While building projects or before building projects, um, I mean to say that how do you get the idea? Mane, do you research a lot or just a random idea just came to your mind or something like that?
Okay, so I'm telling it. I'm pretty much idea I'm going to build next. Okay, so I'm trying to build a LLM video editor. Okay, LLM video editor which helps us to create videos and generate videos and edit videos. Okay, it's at a higher level. It can seem a lot of complexities will come, right? Like LLM calls will be there and tons of stuff there. So what I do, I open a site, similar site which is already present, and just tweak their network tab. How the payload is coming, how the payload is going. You just reverse engineer the site. Okay, I got the idea how the things are coming or not coming, and just go to the chat GPT. I'm thinking of this. I'm thinking of this. will it be a good idea or will it be a bad idea, or tell me some of the more features. It will just suggest you. You will collect all of the ideas. Another thing I do is that I open Excalibur. I draw some random figures, draw some random charts. Done. You will get the idea. Basically, like, I guess you were asking about centralizing your ideas and thoughts, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the thing you can do. Just okay. So and the as a beginner you are asking, or as a project that you have thought of that
As
you
a
are.
beginner, as a beginner.
So what project you are building? I think it would be more contextful.
Um, to be precise, I haven't started even HTML. I'm just asking.
Okay. So let's take an example. You want to build a to-do app. Okay. Let's the basic of any application is to-do app. So have you used Notion?
Yes.
Have you used Notion or any kind of notes app?
Not yet.
Okay.
You have
So
used Google Keep Notes, right? Google Keep Notes or something like that.
I mean,
Yeah, I
Notion is
think no.
super
Yeah,
awesome. So Notion is
yeah.
super
Notion is
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
they
So
it's
let's take an example of Notepad. I guess that's a raw
Yeah.
to-do app. Okay. Let's take out everyone use Notepad. So
Yes.
if you see it at the higher level, Notepad is what? Like I can type some text there. I have a lot of options there. So let's take an example of online. You are building a web app. Just you can see if you know, like, there's a network tab there present. If you go to the network tab, you can see what datas are getting passed between your client and your server. You can easily see like what the payload are getting exchanged between your client and the server, which is basically called reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is a pretty, what I say, like pretty broad term, but at a simple it's break down to this only. You just go and observe what you need to build, then you just use your mind and you just use your put all the thoughts together in a central place. I generally use what I say, I generally use Excalibur for it, some drawing app, or you can use Microsoft Paint. Just that's it.
Yeah.
Basically it's not like you will learn it with the process. Like if you just thought of the features, try to build it, try to do some Google stuff, try to do some research, and it will be done.
Yeah, I think even if you don't have any idea, I think ChatGPT knows you very well. So
Yeah.
just drop your resume and what you know into ChatGPT, and it builds a database over time. And just ask, I'm wanting to build a live streaming website or something like that. Just so what are some project ideas you can give me? It would give you 10 project ideas, and you can choose any of them from there.
Yeah, one more thing you can do. For example, I did only today. Like I was trying to use Nginx, and I was seeing some of the videos. It was pretty boring. Okay, so what I did is that I went to ChatGPT. I told him I'm learning Nginx. Give me some ideas and projects to explore Nginx so that I can learn it in various difficulty. It gave me 10 challenges. Now, if I do the 10 challenges, I completed a project, and I completed my Nginx basic understanding as well. You can go in this way as well. You give the text stack, you give the idea, whatever, and it will give you the idea.
Okay.
And
I
if you
mean
want some
ChatGPT.
roasting like your friend, like I'm telling it in a funny way, like if you want some roasting, you can tell it to roast you as well. It will be a good one.
ChatGPT is a great product. I
Yeah,
mean, it's actually simplifies the process of brainstorming with it.
actually.
Okay, folks from the
Hello.
audience. Yeah, Masum. Yeah, Masum.
Actually, I will attend my first hackathon in next few days. I just want to ask
Okay.
that how can I present my idea, I mean my project effectively to the judges?
Okay, so see, like I'm telling you insiding news, especially about the means especially about the local hackathons. Okay, like I talked to a judge pretty recently, and I came to know, just a minute. Like, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm telling you insider news. Your hackathon winning chances a lot depends on who are sponsoring the hackathons. A lot. If Web3 sponsors like Polygon or stuff is sponsoring the hackathon, if you build a project in the Web3 space, it's going to give you a lot of edge than the other. So it
Okay,
depends a lot.
understood.
And if I talk about presenting, okay, have a guy who has a great idea in presenting stuff, or at least have around 10 minutes, better to be in the safe zone, have around 30 minutes before presenting our project to tell what exactly going to help. You build a high speed Rust server, high latency, like what I said, high throughput, all those take diagram stuff, and build a script in Rust, and you told this nothing gonna help. Hackathons are mainly for building products, okay, like how you solved a problem, how you gonna this. And by my hackathons page, like Shorodip and Shubinoy can also say this. Different hackathons has different motives, right? For example, SI mainly saw that like how much we can contribute to the country with this project. And some hackathons mainly saw the technical side of the project. For example, in Status Code Zero, me and my friend got badly roasted. We just built a simple blogging kind of thing. They told me that we want some technical challenges. And
Yeah.
some people some hackathon judges may want your project to be some some product thingy kind of thing, some idea pitching stuff. Okay, so it depends mostly on the hackathon as well. But better be prepared. Don't believe on the result, or don't get demotivated by the result. You will get it. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. I guess me and Suvina were talking about this only on this during the chit chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Have
for hackathons, showing some product is more important than the actual the backend itself. The backend can
yeah
be Excel, right? It does
yeah
not
yeah
matter
yeah.
as far as I know.
And
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 yeah,
I'm telling it like my whole peak pallet backend running from 1 year, collecting 18 pallets every day, having more than 6,000 pallets is running on Excel. No custom backend, running on Excel.
you're using the Excel API, right, or something like that.
Not Excel API, Google Sheets.
Okay. Oh
Google
yeah,
Sheets.
yeah. Google Sheets has an API. Is it fast though, or
Yeah,
it does
totally
not
fast.
need to?
You can
Okay.
check it out. You can it's
Yeah,
using
sure.
custom filtering logic and all this stuff. It's total fast, totally fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I think better than using Postgres for your simple app. I think yeah, Google Sheets is much more effective there.
Yeah,
And also for hackathon, I think yeah, if the hackathon is a Web3 hackathon, try to build a Web3 product, even it is just something simple, right? So the Web3 people cares about the some environment stuff and the other stuff. So try to easier project into there.
and targeting in the current hot topics like Web3 AI will also give you a edge.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Just
one
merge
more
the
thing,
Web3 and
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah. Building
that's a
AI
good one.
agents. AI agents is the current hype currently.
Yeah,
AI
yeah.
agents.
One more thing I can say, like if it's an online hackathon, because I personally tried it. If it's an online hackathon, okay, and you get some time, try to promote this as much as you can. Just tag the judges. Just go on
Yeah,
tagging the judges and shoot out videos.
yeah.
You
I
will
have
automatically
also
get
seen
first.
this. Yeah. I have also seen this. So the actual judging happens before the final round itself. It happens
Hmm.
before when you come into the area, right? When judges come into the area. So building a product fast is very important, right? So in SIH also, the judges are constantly scouring. In the local hackathon, they are also scouring, and they see what people are building, the converts, and yeah, it is also quite important.
Yeah. Just enjoy it. I will say, just
Yeah.
enjoy it. Either enjoy means also in broad in term you can say either enjoy it or just go for visiting. Technically,
Yeah.
you will
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
Don't
don't,
and
yeah. I
yeah,
think
and don't
enjoying is
focus
most
on the winning
important.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Hmm.
focus on the winning. Yeah, and connect
Do
with the mentors.
connections, yeah, connect with people, connect with printers. There is a
Mentors.
lot of valuable
Yeah,
people and
mentors and
valuable info there.
judges.
Yeah.
Mentors and judges are actually greater asset there.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a true thing. I mean, man, if you are a beginner and going to the hackathon for the first time, I would say just connect with the mentors, judges, and then connect with the other folks that are also participating in the hackathons. That would be a greater
Yeah.
strategy to utilize your hackathon time.
I guess we met in
Yeah.
the same way only.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised how cool and how good people are. You can just ask them for anything and they would be willing to help you out. Especially the
Yeah.
mentors and people.
Yeah.
They are just regular human beings like us. Yeah. They like to help out a lot. Yes, Shebanti, I think you have raised your hand. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Um, could you tell me about your other smaller projects and explain them in depth?
Explaining depth it can be a big thing because I built a lot of them. In smaller projects, like it was not a smaller, but I'm literally proud of one project. I call it Terminal Critic System. It it was, the idea is pretty simple. Okay, like you gonna have a voting system but for thumbnails. I built it in the most complex way. I built my own caching system. I built a microservices. I connect them. I use RabbitMQ here and there to make it complex as possible. Another small project can be Jobify, or what I say, right, for applying for jobs. So if you go to the wellfound.com, they ask you what interests me about the company. I can't write, right, I'm interested for
Yeah,
the money. I can't write this. I need to write a whole answer. So what I
yeah.
did, that I wrote a scraping API and LLM with it, and it just give me the answer for all the questions. So yeah, some of the smaller projects are there. I don't remember actually. You can search it. My GitHub. Arnab Chatterjee 20K will get the projects actually. It's all are open source, all are public.
Yeah, I saw you have something like 200 or 300 like repos
I
there.
just I just push
Yeah,
it. I just push my
yeah,
repos.
yeah.
Folks, if you have any more questions, kindly ask him. Yes, Priyansu has some question. Asum, yeah, ask him.
Yeah, suppose you are just starting your coding journey right now, and you have to choose between app and web development. What will you choose?
Okay, good question. Okay, app and web. In terms of what I say, like in terms of exploring or in terms of job perspective and all,
Job
what you are asking.
also, job also.
Okay,
Mainly
nice
jobs
question.
actually.
Jobs. See, like, okay, okay, it's depends. Okay, web and app, web and app. I would do a research first. Research in the sense means what actually, like, you can pretty literally search in the LinkedIn or Twitter stuff, like app thing in app buildings in GitHub or app buildings in Twitter, what actually getting built right now. Or greater way can be, like, go to the YC funding site and see what they are funding on. That's a pretty, like, what actually getting funded, which startups are actually getting funded. You can explore there as well. If some startups are getting funded, right, that means that this is that gonna boom. Why AI agents are actually a current trend, right? Why? Because YC is funding them a lot. If you go to there, and YC is one of the highest investor site. If you go to their site, like, you can see the PDF, what they're actually funding. And if you see, all the apps are AI agents. I'm telling you a story. One of my friend is on Web3 space, and he applied for the YC. Okay, applied for the YC startup. He actually wants some investment for his startup. Web3, it's a DeFi site, and they just literally rejected it. Why? Because it was not AI.
Okay.
It was on the Web3. So yeah, you can validate from there as well.
Yeah, the startup VC founders have a cap to meet, right? So they just be like, this year I'm going to fund this many billions into AI. So they have to follow that trend. It is not just about so if every major VC does this. So you have to go with the trend if you want to do that. And if you want to just enjoy, you can enjoy anything. Believe me, you can enjoy AI, you can enjoy Android. There are many things in Android. You can access the internal APIs. You can run machine learning models in Android. There are many things, and
Yes.
web is huge. You also know. So about enjoyment, you can enjoy anything in engineering. That
Yeah,
is why I believe.
try to enjoy the technology by building
You will
products.
we will see, like, tech is a kind of thing now. Like, it's a nerdy kind of thing. I will say, like, people who are nerds do it. But I would say, don't see it from the nerd perspective, see it from the Lego blocks perspective. Just try to experiment stuff, and you will enjoy it, I believe.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and don't
And
focus
it's
too much
easy,
on
right?
the. Yeah,
And it's easy,
and
right? It's much easier than physics, chemistry, man. You can see it.
yeah,
yeah,
actually, yeah. But
and
lead code is hard.
yeah.
Lead code is hard.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the
The,
thing.
it is. I think it is not hard. If you do something like development, you see an actual product, right? So all that hours wasted can be justified. I think with DSA, you don't get that feeling, right? I think that is also a huge factor to it.
No, after
I'm telling you,
solving a
I'm telling one incident. I'm telling one. Do you know about Arnab Gupta?
no,
No, I
haven't heard.
Okay, so he's actually in the open source stuff, right? Okay, like, he was, like, kind of lot of controversies around him also there. But I'm telling you a fact. He's mainly into startup. He did GSOC and all those Android. He's one of the core team member of Geo Cinema, and did lot of contribution in Android space. Okay, After 10 years, he applied for Meta. He just did only 2 months of lead code preparation. Haven't did touched lead code before, and just for 2 months of lead code preparation, he went into Meta infrastructure for the senior role.
Yeah.
I know he's genius. I know he's genius because he's
But
brilliant
still,
because the
yeah.
stuff he's doing. But see, like this is thing happens, right? You will get, I believe job in tech is a pretty lowest thing because it's needed, but it's one of the low thing you can do in tech. I
Yeah.
guess research is one of the greatest thing in tech, and also the founding stuff and building stuff. So lot of things can be happening.
Uh, yeah, if you know your stuff, you would be hired, I think, at anyway. It does not matter what field you are in. You can do
Yeah,
embedded system, you can do AI, you can do anything, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
You have
focus
to
on the
know your
learning
stuff.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, focus on the means,
Hello.
not on the result. Yeah, Paushali.
So my question was, we all learn or hear about web dev. So how much competitive is it in this world? Like, what is?
everything is competitive. I would say everything is competitive. Don't go by that term, like which is competitive or not. But yeah, if you talk about web dev, pretty much every second person knows web dev.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what I was
Even
asking.
even class 3 children also know about HTML, CSS.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So
I don't
you,
think you should look at it this way, right? The cake is very big. You just have to find your piece in it, right? You have to,
Yeah.
yeah. Even if you do AI, I know there is a lot of hiring, but there are a lot of people as well. Same in web dev, same in Android, right?
Every third person is building a LLM.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think
Okay.
web dev is a bit exaggerated right now, but yeah, as more people move to AI, I think that this will stabilize as well. Yeah.
But if you, I guess, like if you know about real web, right, like optimizing stuff,
Yeah.
know your stuff. If you know your stuff, you will be definitely ahead of a lot of people. But you don't have to
Yeah.
see it as well, right? Like enjoy yourself.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah.
I guess focusing on the means of doing things or learning things rather than the result, which is getting an internship or job, will help.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I think we are so focused on the JE mindset, the mindset to of keeping winning. I think we forgot to enjoy it and to yeah. I think enjoying it is very important.
Yeah, enjoying the journey, not the result.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is getting too much philosophical, I guess.
We are telling from the bottom of your heart that.
That's why it's philosophical. Okay. So, folks, do you have any questions? Any more questions? Or I guess it's the time to wrap up the session. Yeah, I guess folks don't have any further questions. So I guess Subinoy, you can give the closing remarks to Arnab.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, Ashwin.
Okay, someone is asking something. Go ahead,
Yeah, Ashwin, go ahead.
Ashwin.
Bro, as a full stack developer, what you must know, what you are struggling with when you developing any project.
I was praying that no one should ask this question, but this question got asked. It's a pretty difficult question. Okay. As a full stack dev, can you again repeat the question?
Ashwin, kindly repeat the question.
As a full stack developer, what you must know, what you are struggling with when you developing any project.
Okay. Okay. See, like I believe there is no full stack kind of thing, right? You are either good in front end or back end. If a rest part are supplementary, right? Like as a fresher, you are not expected to be a front end or back end dev. You are expected to know everything. I'm telling you an example. When you will start learning web, the first thing is HTML. How HTML is served, right? What is HTML? That is a part of front end only, right? Then how
Yeah,
JavaScript and CSS work. So basically, I would say as a full stack dev, that I personally feel it pretty much interesting and challenging as well is architecting stuff. How to make it like how the things make not bottleneck. How the things didn't do not turn into a bottleneck, or what I can say system design kind of stuff. Or pretty much I can say like how like clean coding is another factor can be, and also the muscle memory can also be there. I know it's a lot of opinions are coming from my side as well, but I would say like the challenge is everything, like front end to back end to front end to back end to database, all those stuff. And suppose suppose another extra request if came from your front end to back end, your back end may crash at any time. How to make sure that doesn't happen, and observability, if it happens, how we can recover from it.
Okay, bro. Thank you, bro.
Is it clear? Because I myself got confused while answering.
No, it's clear.
Okay.
Okay, Masum has asked another question.
What are some mistakes that beginners make and how to avoid them?
Don't avoid mistakes. I would say don't avoid mistakes.
Yeah.
Go on.
Solve them.
Yeah. Face them, solve them.
Okay.
Yeah, mistakes. If you're committing mistakes, that's what you can see that you are learning. That's when
You
you can
see the
see.
practical reflection, right? Like if you made a mistake, I saw 30,000 bills. That's why I'm conscious about AWS. If I
Yeah.
didn't saw that mistake, and if I did do it currently in my account, my family would be terrible out of me.
Yeah. And so, Poshali, you can ask the next question. Poshali. Hello.
No, I didn't actually raise a hand. It was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, no issues, no issues. So, folks, if you don't have any question, we can move to the closing remarks. I guess it's time to conclude this session. Arnab, thanks for joining. So, Subinai, Subinai can give the closing remarks. Subinai. Also, when has gone, I guess. It's for me to give the closing remark. So, thanks for finding time out of your busy schedule. So, and thanks for sharing your knowledge over building products, converting from projects to products, and participating in hackathons. And your journey was actually great. I mean, the experiences you shared with us was definitely worth listening to. And let's meet at the next hackathon. Are you participating by any chance? Are you participating in diversion?
No.
Non-diversion. Why? Why is the case?
And bit means what I say, like bit of journey hassling and bit of like
Yeah.
busy in my way, like lot of stuffs are happening.
Okay.
College, like current internship and all.
Okay. That's not an issue. Actually, we are participating, so we can meet there
Actually,
if
I
you.
also didn't know about it. Like divergent gonna happen.
Yeah, it's happening. You can just register it right now if you
Okay.
have time.
Okay.
Okay, so Arnab, thanks for joining. Thanks for teaching us valuable lessons, and hope we can conduct another session in the future. Okay, and talk about great products, building products, about learning many exciting stuffs over tech. Thanks for joining. Bye
Yeah.
everyone.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Thanks for
also
inviting.
Thank
Let's
you.
yeah.
take a photo. Let's take a
Yeah,
photo.
Yeah,
let's
sure.
let's take a photo. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Does
Shobit
have
just
anyone?
turn on that mode, right? I think that mode
Yeah.
is
There
amazing.
is
Yeah.
an app. There is an mode over Teams which can bring change the view. Okay, to together mode. Okay, I'm turning it on. Yeah,
Is there
it's
any
like
option to
this.
capture picture? I think you guys
Yeah.
can pick it. Okay, then it would be better actually.
Yeah, I can just. I guess there is an
Screen,
option.
take a screenshot, right? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's taking the screenshot. Okay, everyone, kindly turn on your camera. Let's be in the nature for a sec. Okay.
Yeah.
Folks
Is it
are
visible?
with
I
the.
am not seeing that.
Yeah, you are visible,
Yeah,
Subinay.
together mode. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, together mode. It's a
Yeah,
together mode. Okay, Priyangshu has turned on.
yeah.
So,
This is nice.
folks, Aswin, your camera isn't visible, but your name is. Boy, hope your camera. Yeah, folks are joining. Yeah, it's actually great. Tiasha has
Yeah,
joined.
this thing is great, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is another feature at Teams,
Yeah,
which is not.
people here is another project idea for you. We can try to like clone this, right? Yeah,
Yeah, over at web, I guess, over at web.
Yeah.
yeah. I think yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, web, yeah, and help.
ভাই জলদি কর হাতে ব্যথা হয়ে যাবে
Okay, not many more, I guess. So let's take the screenshot. Okay, everyone take your screenshot in your local system. Let's choose the best from there. Okay, I guess it's. Let's take another. Okay, folks. Thanks for joining. Thanks for attending this session with Arnab, and thanks for asking these awesome questions you have. And again, thanks Arnab to finding some time with us to spend out of your busy schedule. Let's meet at another hackathon or
Yeah.
another conference or another podcast.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you for
Bye.
helping us.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank
Thanks
you
for
for
inviting.
helping us.
Yeah. I'm
Bye.
dropping off them. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. We are
Yeah.
also dropping. Bye.
Bye, guys.